Hi, hello, welcome to FS with Srikanth. In a previous lecture, we discussed printf and scanf and examples, and also we covered control strings and delimiters and escape sequence. Now we are going to discuss these fundamental programs, and in our academics also these programs are most important for as per examination point of view. So these some of these question is most important number of time they asked, and this is also one of these swapping without third variable. These two programs are most important as per academics, and the remaining also as fundamentally they are most important for learning basics, right? So now we are going to discuss first program. So this is our first program, and first we discuss a program here and then we are going to execute. So what is our first question? What is write a program to find sum of two numbers. So sum of two numbers, first of all give two numbers. Number one we required number one and number two, right? Suppose number one 10 and number two 20. When we are doing adding, we are getting 30. So 30 also we want to store some area, that is number 3. Is right or not? So here I am taking this number 1 as A and here number 2 as a B, and what we are getting sum I am taking like a S. Totally how many variables we required? Totally we required 3 variables A, B, S. These are to enter. User enter this A and B values, and S is we are getting. So A and B are integers, and obviously we are getting S as a integer. So these 3 are int variables. These 3 are int variables. Is it right? Then we need to add. How can we add? S equal A plus B. Is it right? Then what we are getting value, we are printing with the help of printf. Printf sum percentage D and S. This is the way we are getting, right? So what is our program? Sum of two numbers. For that we are taking two numbers A and B, and when we are adding A and B we are getting third number. Third number is storing in S. So A, B, S are integers, so we are taking int as a data type. These variables declare as a integers, and then we are doing some addition. S equal A plus B. Then what we are getting, that value we are printing. Just observe, now we are executing this same program. Sum of two numbers. So sum of two numbers, right? Same number. Program we are taking int A, B, C and enter any two numbers. Enter any two numbers, and what user enter, that values are stored under A and B, and we are adding A plus B and print sum equal percentage D. Why? Because S is integer. Control string we are taking percentage D, right? Then now we are going to compile. There is no errors, and again you observe how many lines we wrote, very less, but totally 460 lines. It shows 460 lines. Why? Because the linking will be happen. Just observe, two numbers. I want to enter 567 and 897. Just observe, this is a sum. Everything is clear. And again I can do one more example. Again I am doing same run program. 1111 plus 2222. Just observe what we are getting, 3033. And again just observe, one more time I am executing. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 3 4 5 6 7. What we are getting, just expect. Why? If anybody knows, please let us uncomment, right? If you know this, why we are getting this wrong answer 26951. So why we are getting, actually we get the more than 1 lakh, right? So why we are getting 26957? So please comment, right? Thank you. Next we are going to discuss one more program. So here we want to discuss, so just observe, here we are finding area and circumferences, right, of a circle. So everyone knows that what is the formula of area? What is the formula of area of a circle? And what is the circumferences? This is the formula, right? Area equal pi into R into R, radius into radius, right? Next one, what is the circumferences of circle? 2 into pi, 2 pi r, 2 pi r. So generally the area of circle equaled pi r square generally. So we are converting pi r into r, right or not? Pi r into r. What is the value of pi? 22/7 into r into r. Then what is the value of 22/7? We know that 3.4. That is 3.14 into r into r. This is the formula of area of circle, right? Then one more formula, circumferences of a circle. That is Ci I am taking here 2 into pi r, 2 into pi r. And already we know that what is the value of pi? 22/7 into r. What is the 2 into, what is the pi value? 3.14 into r. So with the help of these formulas we do, right? So how many values we required? How many values? The totally, already we know that we required radius. That's enough, right? And already we know that, everyone knows that pi value is 3.14. So we collect the value from the user only radius of a circle. For that we are taking totally how many variables we required? The totally we required 4 variables. What are the 4 variables? First pi, second radius, and when we are doing area of circle we required one more variable, that is I am taking area. And when we are doing circumferences of a circle, that is Ca. Totally how many variables we required? 4 variables. So here obviously we know that what is the value of pi? It is a 3.14. Pi value is 3.14, means it is a decimal number. Radius also 90%, 99% we are getting decimal values only. Obviously decimal values. Both are decimal in the sense, obviously area is also as a decimal number, and Ci is also, circumference is also decimal number. So we are taking here this r is we are considering radius is an integer. This is we are considering integer, and this and this and this we are considering float, right? Okay, everything is good. Now just you observe, we are taking integer r and float values. Totally we are taking 3 variables, and we are collecting the radius of a circle from the user, from the keyboard we are getting this, and we are finding area, and we are printing area value. Here we are taking percentage f. Why we are taking percentage f? Because of we are getting floating value, so that, and this area is also float. So we use percentage f. That is a control string. Next, circumferences we are implementing. Then we are getting Ci, and we are storing that Ci in Ci, right? We are printing the value. The same program we wanna execute, right? I think everyone understood this program, right? Just observe, file, open. What is our area of circle, area and circumference of a circle. This is our program. Just observe, here we are taking r and float pi and area and circumference Ci. So just observe, we are collecting the value radius. We are collecting a radius from the user. Enter radius of circle. Then we are doing, just observe here, we are doing area pi into r into r. Then printf, and Ci equal 2 into pi r. Here pi into pi r square. Here area is pi r square, and printf, this is circumferences. Just observe, Control C and compile, and there is no errors, and execute. Just observe, circle I want to execute 34, and we are getting, this is the area of circle and circumferences. And again I want to do, I am executing again, and area value is, suppose I am entering 4. What we are getting? 50 and 25, right? Suppose I want to enter radius as a float point, 34.5. Again I am doing same 3.5. 3.5. Just observe what we are getting, 28.26. So that is a difference here. So please follow. Without formula we are not getting anything here. So here based on formula only we are doing this. And one thing you analyze, just here we are not focusing on algorithm, we are not thinking about the formula. Just already we know the formula, and already we know that how to implement that formula, how do we are getting the result from that formula. So just very simple way we can write the formula and how many values are required to getting area of circle and circumferences of a circle. The based on that we are implementing this program. Here everything is existing. Srikanth is not developed any program. So here in initial days, when you are learning a programming language, first you mind it, initial days we are typist. Why? Because we are typist, we are not thinking about new logic. Just we follow already existing logics, so that we are typist master. So just you execute the same program, copy here and paste here and execute. If you can get proper answer, then you success. When you are perfecting in programming, when you are practicing again and again, then ultimately you can write in your own algorithm, your own way you can write the number of statements, and then you will get the difference how we are running a program. So initial days you never think about how to write the program. Initial days only think about we are typists. Initial days we are all are typists, right? Just we type as it is and we are printing the statement. You minded this, right? Thank you. Next, one more program we want to discuss. One more program, that is simple interest. What is simple interest? First of all, what is the formula of simple interest? Everyone know that simple interest formula, SI equal P into R into T. P into principal amount, rate of interest and time. The next divided by 100. We know that, everyone know that, even 4th and 5th class standard students also know this formula, right? So when we are doing the simple interest, how many variables we required? We required principal amount, and we required rate of interest, and we required time. And when we are performing this entire operation, you will get one more answer, that is stored in simple interest. That is we are getting fourth one, right or not? So we require totally 4 variables. In that 4 variables, so we consider principal amount is integer. And time is also integer. We consider principal amount is integer and time is also integer. And we are rate of interest, obviously the decimal values will be occur like 11%, 12%, 10.5%. These ways is there. So R is also rate of interest. We are taking float. And what we are getting result 100%, 99% we are getting decimal values. So simple interest also we are taking as a decimal float values. The P and T are integers, R and SI is for float values. And we are collecting the values from the user. First we are getting a principal amount and storing as a P, and rate of interest we are collecting and store as a R, and time for simple interest then we are collecting and we store at T. So PRT we are collecting the from user PRT, and then we are performing this action, this logic, and we are getting simple interest and we are printing that simple interest, right? Very simple. And now we are going to try, and you observe there is a one problem will occur, just program execution. Open simple interest. So here observe we did everything placed here as we are discussed in PPT. The same program we copied here. No, the first we typed here, then copied there in PPT. So here just observe everything is correct, and I am checking compiling. I think one warning. What warning? Void main. Just to observe this. Just void main. There is one mistake, right? Then we are compiling. Nothing. There is no errors. And try to run this program. simple interest. So I am entering 23,000, suppose 23,000, and rate of interest I want to enter 3%. What is the interest? 6%. We are getting 4,140. Why we are getting this much? And again I am typing again, and I am doing run. So here I am entering 1,000, principal amount 1,000, rate of interest 2%, and find simple interest 6 months. What we are getting? 120. Again we do something, right? Again principal amount 15,000. So rate of interest 0.2%, and time to find simple interest 6 months. Time for 6 months. What we are getting? 180. How? What happened here? So this is not getting, we are not getting proper answer, but everything is clear. Just you observe, compile, no error, and run, no nothing, everything is clear. 3456, 3,456, rate of interest 0.5%, and 6 months I am doing. We are getting 103 rupees, right? The principal amount is 3,456. The same program I'll execute in different platform. I'll execute different platform with there is one more software is there, C free software. Just again you observe here. So there is simple interest, one already open existing file. There is a simple interest. Okay, open the same program, but here the difference is that in this program we never write return type like void main. We are using, instead of void we are using int main. It is having return type. Then we are doing return type. Int main is required, return value, right? So just I want to directly execute. Just observe, run. Just here observe 0 errors. Just observe here 0 errors, and enter principal amount. I want to enter 1,000, 10,000 I am entering, and rate of interest 0.2%, and time period 6 months. Suppose what we are getting 120. Why? So please comment if there is any mistake is there. If in case your program I think having some mistake, just you find that mistake and please put a comment, right? So where we did the mistake, right? Everything is correct, but we are not getting proper answer. So thank you, have a nice day, and remaining programs will be continued on next lectures. Thank you so much.